So there is a solar eclipse coming up on the 2nd of October, and the energy's already coming in and it feels pretty intense. It's feeling like it can produce a bit of anxiety or agitation. So I want to do an energy clearing, protection, and grounding for you to help you through that energy. I'm starting here. I've got some smoke for a smoke cleanse. This is dragon's blood. I really like it for energy protection and clearing. It's also it's a good one, very multi-purpose. I like it for this because it helps for me. I feel like it helps me embody a little more and be a little more grounded when I work with it too. It is a tree resin, and trees are wonderful for grounding. They have a lot of wisdom about that. It's kind of their thing. So I really love working with this energy for that. So we're just gonna clear your energy and we're gonna clear the space. It's really great for just releasing harmful intentions and energies from others that you may have picked up that you just don't need anymore. We don't need that. No one needs that. There we go. There we go. I'm sorry if there's a little background noise. This is the only time I have to film right now, and my neighborhood is just a little noisy, but I wanted to get this out to make sure everybody's taken care of right now. There we go. And again, I wanted to film this in the horizontal, but I am having an issue with my tripod. So right now I can only film with my phone in the vertical. And I am trying to get that worked out. That feels good. I'm just gonna, I want a little too. Love it. And I've got tourmaline, which is really great for both protection, for clearing your energy, for keeping it clear, the black tourmaline, and also for grounding. And we're just gonna help you ground down into the earth. Different exercises you can do to help yourself ground if you're feeling really unsettled is earthing, where you put your feet on the ground, on the earth, and you connect to the earth that way, your bare feet. If the weather and the area around you permit that, that is a very effective way. Another way is to visualize that you are a tree and that your roots are growing deep into the earth and that you are connected to the earth in that way. Also, crystals can be very effective. Other ways, if you're really having a hard time lying on the ground can help. Touching a tree, if a tree feels, when you approach it, if it feels like it's willing to work with you, it feels like a friendly energy, you feel comfortable, touching a tree can help ground your body. It can help ground your energy. Also eating, making sure you're eating enough healthy foods, solid foods, that that helps your body to ground your energy. So those are all tips that can help you if you're feeling distractible, forgetful, confused, brain foggy, or having a lot of difficult emotions coming up and you're feeling sensitive. Grounding can help with that. It can help shift all of that energy, and it can help stabilize your energy, which is going to help you feel more secure and able to handle whatever's going on. Another one I've got here, this is a raw chunk of hematoid quartz. It's got hematite in it. That's where the kind of reddish orange comes from. And it has the quartz, and I love it because it has that grounding energy, but it also has the quartz that can connect you to your crown and to upper guidance. And so it's like the integrating of the two. So you can have your guidance and your connection here grounded down into your body so that you can be more stable, more centered, more present. and I really like this one. This one also helps you if you're tired. It will help with vitality and giving you an extra energy boost. It helps you connect to your vitality, to your life force, to unblock it and to access it more. So if you are feeling a little drained or fatigued from the energy shifts, this might help with that as well. There. I might need to make another one for sleep. I did do one for insomnia just the other week. That's up too if you're having trouble sleeping. The eclipses, the major energy shifts can cause a lot of changes in your energy system and a lot of unconscious processing of energies and patterns that are trying to shift or be released. And that all can unsettle your sleep patterns and cause either insomnia or dreams. You can have unsettled kind of dreams, really bizarre, vivid dreams, or intense dreams, even nightmares or unsettled dreams, depending on what you're trying to process through. Again, I am sorry about the noise. This is probably not going to be the best sleep video. If you're trying to do that, this is probably better to do at a time when you're not trying to sleep. It might be a better one to do during the day. This is going to be petrified wood, and that's another really great grounding stone. It helps you connect to the earth's energy and helps heal your root. It's literally a fossilized tree. So ancient tree energy connected with crystal earth rock energy and mixed together. Really great for just grounding and stability and just connecting to the wisdom of nature and the wisdom of the earth to help you when you're feeling challenged. This is one of my ones that I have carried when I was really struggling with grounding through challenging times. This one has helped me immensely. So I hope it helps you too. And we're just I'm just trying to like soothe it down, calm it down, bring the energy down where anything is unsettled, help you ground it down. A lot of stuff is going to come up to be released at this time. It is a South Node eclipse, which means that it's going to be asking us to release things that do not serve. And that can be unsettling. We don't like to let go. We like things the way they are. Change can be hard and unsettling. So this is going to help you ground those changes in and help you settle and be stable in your energy field while you're going through those shifts. There we go. And now I've got, this is actually oral, was it orlite? It's a subvariant of amethyst that has a lot of inclusions that add something to the energy. I believe it was, trying to remember, but it's a subvariant of amethyst that has hematite and other inclusions up in the point here. And so it's really good for connecting your psychic energy and clearing that connection to the guidance, but then grounding it in and being able to process it, any downloads you're getting, and process them down, ground them in, and embody them into practical application. So that's what we're doing here with this one, because it's got those inclusions. You can see how it's a little red on the top. That's where it's got hematite inclusions and a bunch of other little mineral inclusions that just add to the energy and partner with the amethyst and help us to not only connect to our third eye, but ground that in and balance that energy and really be able to get practical guidance and clarity. Like taking that higher perspective and breaking it down into a practical human understanding that we can then act on effectively. So that's why we're using this one. That's what we're doing here. So we're taking the third eye energy and grounding it down into our heart and to our solar plexus so we can act with our will and our not just our feelings here in the heart, but like our soul kind of energy there, our truth, but also getting down into the solar plexus with it, where we can align that guidance, divine guidance from our highest self down into our will, into our practical human identity of like, I know and I will. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It feels like the energy shifted there. There's a lot of information coming in. Some of it might be a little bit frightening because it might be, asking you to let go of things or make seemingly major changes. Or some of the changes may be coming upon you that the universe has decided to help you out and make sure you make the change, and it's coming without you entirely being able to choose. Like, something can happen in the outside world that then you have to respond to, but it's all trying to get you in alignment and to help you to release what you need to let go of, so that what's meant for you can come in. So that can be frightening and unsettling. It can bring up, like, there's a lot of things with this energy I'm feeling that could be really upsetting or unsettling or anxiety provoking coming in, or it might itself be bringing up deep-seated fears and anxiety that needs to be released and addressed. And the guidance for all of that and the clarity is coming in, and we're grounding it in. This does feel like it's going to bring a lot of change. I'm feeling it in my life, but I know that change can be a really good thing. And it's important to, like, when there's things that unsettle us or make us afraid, to look at the information and understand that it's telling us, like, we're afraid because whatever that information's coming up about, that's something we value and it's important to us. But we also need to kind of take a step back, try to detach from it and from the emotional charge around that, and look at it practically and see, what is the situation and what is it that I can practically do to empower myself in this situation? How can I show up for myself and support myself through whatever changes need to be made? And what changes, if any, need to be made that I need to initiate? And are there things going on that I can't control? And if so, how do I navigate that from an empowered way? How do I support myself and show up for myself? And when something comes into our life that we can't control, there's still choices that we can make. It comes in the form of how we either respond or react to those situations, and being in a place of centeredness and guidedness and protectedness where we can respond, we can absorb the information, look at our clear guidance, gather more information if we need, and make a empowered choice, is always the best for us. So as much as possible to get into that energy of responding rather than reacting. That's what we're bringing in now. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. And here I've got, this is Jet, I believe. And we're just going to do a little like aura protecting to help you kind of like stay in your own protected energy and not take on things that aren't for you and aren't about you. I feel like people are going to be really sensitive right now. This energy is making me feel sensitive. It feels like people around me seem a little sensitive. So staying in an energy of being aware that people are sensitive and not taking it personally is actually a good way to like take back your power or keep your power and protect your peace by being like, this isn't about me and I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna get into it. I'm gonna go take care of myself and my issues and let other people take care of themselves and their issues. Is probably the best energy you can be in right now. we go. It's really hard to be in that energy sometimes, especially when people are being really offensive or inappropriate. Sometimes the best path is just to bite your tongue and walk away and come back to the situation later when you're able to address it in a calm, grounded way. We don't always have that choice. But whenever possible, if something is becoming conflict energy, people are highly sensitive. If you're feeling yourself become highly sensitive, if you can step back, step away, and address it later, that is probably your best bet, because this energy is really intense. It seems to be provoking anxiety, feelings of vulnerability, and like a desire to like want to kind of defend yourself a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if people are a little reactive. So if you feel that in you, or if you feel that energy around you in other people, I really think the best bet is to just take a step back. Walk away if you can, come back to it later. It's better to not try to deal with the situation in that energy, if at all possible. And again, sometimes we don't have that choice. If it's like a boss or an authority figure and they're kind of heated and you can't just walk away, that might be a challenging situation. Again, anything you can do to just kind of keep yourself in balance, keep yourself calm, support yourself, that's probably going to get your best outcome right now, I think. It can be really hard, but this feels like an energy that, like, if you get reactive back, it's just going to escalate, and probably not have the best outcome. So really trying to stay in your peace, guard your peace, and avoid escalation as much as you can. Try not to get caught up in the escalation. Wherever you can, to walk away, take deep breaths, come back to it later, as much as possible. Sometimes you get caught in a situation where you don't have that choice. But as much as possible, try to avoid those situations where you can't just excuse yourself, and try to avoid it. Just walk away if someone's getting very reactive. If you can, just politely excuse yourself. It's probably your best bet. Hopefully that you won't have to deal with any of that, but if you do, we're doing this protection. Call on your guides, and hopefully you can just take some deep breaths and bring it back down. Okay, we've got some smoky quartz here. I just want to kind of we're going to clear the crown chakra a little bit and then bring that guidance down, ground it in again. There we go. And protect your aura a little bit. There we go. It's going to be okay. I mean, it might be an uncomfortable few days. Realistically, the energy for eclipses lasts a long time. The few days around it are, generally speaking, the most intense, the day of, the time of, the most intense, and then a couple weeks before and a couple weeks after. So we're already starting to feel this energy, and we're going to feel it more for the next 2 weeks, and then ripples out from that for months or longer, probably at least 6 months after that. So that's one of the reasons why it's really important to not escalate it, because the fallout, if you do, can last for a while with this. So try to, if you get into one of those emotionally intense situations. If you've got something coming up that you know is going to be intense and you can cancel it or reschedule it, that might be your better bet. There we go. So I'm just gonna I've got some lavender spray, and we're just gonna spray a little of that to kind of like calm and soothe. And also it's very protective and cleansing as well. There we go. And we're just gonna close it down. There you go. It's gonna be okay. You're safe and you are loved.